How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're doing something a little different today. We're not going fishing. You guys saw the title. We're going to be catching and cooking a cactus, or just going and finding a cactus and eating it. Now, I've been doing some research on eating cactuses, and obviously they're good to eat, at least most kinds. There are some poisonous kinds out there, but the kind we're gonna try to scavenge for today is the prickly pear. I forgot what kind exactly, because there's like a handful of different kinds of prickly pear cactus, but pretty sure they're all okay to eat. I've been watching some videos, doing some research, and as far as I can tell, you can go and take a cactus. I mean, there's no laws against it. I didn't know if it was like a sacred cactus or whatever, but as far as I can tell, they're good to eat, they're good to take them, so hopefully we can find us a cactus today and cook it. Hope you guys enjoy, stay tuned. Let's go find a cactus. Guys, I've already seen like 3 or 4 cactuses just looking out the window right by the road. They're not exactly the kind I'm looking for, or they're not big enough, but I think we're in a good spot. We're gonna find a cactus here. All right, here we go. Let's go find a cactus. Oh my gosh, guys. 5 seconds later, literally, we already found one. That is what we're after, but a lot bigger. So yeah, this is what we're after, but these are way too small. I mean, just look how many spines are on that. That would be quite a hassle to get all those spines off, but I'm gonna try to find one a little bit bigger, because I mean, these are some small pads. But that's cool. I mean, we already found one and we're literally 20 seconds in. Here's another one. Holy crap. Look at that. Here's another one. Now this is a different one, I think. This one, I have no idea, honestly. I'm not too sure. It's probably edible, but I don't know. Absolutely covered in spines. Don't really want to mess with that. Look, guys, they're everywhere. Literally cactuses everywhere. Look right here. This is a possibility, actually, right here. Look at that. Sweet. Well, to be honest, I was expecting this to be a little bit more of a hunt, but dude, this is easy, man. I wasn't expecting to find 10 cactuses within the first 60 seconds, but just for fun, I want to hike around, see what else I can find. Maybe there's a big giant one out there. The bigger the pad, the better, because from what I've seen, the bigger they are, the less spines there are, and a little bit easier to work with. So we're gonna try to find a little bit bigger one, but if not, I know where those other ones are, and we can just go back and get one of those. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's a nice one. So another thing you gotta worry about is how fresh they are. I'm pretty sure as long as they're green, they're fresh. I mean, obviously that isn't fresh, but that nice green part right there, that green one is good. But this yellow one, you can tell something's been eating them. I mean, look at that. I don't know what is eating these cactuses, probably just ants and stuff. All right, so after walking around for like 15-20 minutes or so, I can't really find any big cactuses with big pads. There's probably some out here, but literally everything I'm seeing is just small as your hand, so probably just gonna get one of those. What we're gonna do, basically just cut it right there. Right there. Hopefully we don't get spined. Sweet. Alright, so there we go. That's our cactus that we're gonna take. We got these 2 pads. I guess they're separate, they are connected. So now we're actually gonna go build a fire and get to cooking these things up. Alright guys, so we got a fire going. I'm just in this little gully area, kind of shielded from the wind, but got Got a fire going. We're gonna let this burn down, and the method in which we are going to be cooking the cactus is we're just gonna be roasting it, straight up roasting it on this little metal grate right here. And I want to give a shout out to the YouTube channel Junkyard Fox. He has some videos of cooking cactus in the desert, kind of primitive style stuff. And we're basically going to be using the method that he did to cook these cactuses, scraping the spines off and then just throwing them on a grate and roasting them. Now that's probably the most simple way you can do this. I mean, there's lots of different recipes and ways you can cook this cactus, but this is basically just as primitive as you can get. So without a doubt, the most important thing when we're doing this is to make sure we get all the spines off, and that can kind of be a tedious process. How we're going to go about doing that, we're going to cut these two in half so we can handle them a little bit easier, just like that. And we're basically just going to hold it down and take our knife and just very simply run our knife and attempt to get these spines off. It might take a while, but we'll get there. You know, first we're gonna go ahead and cut the sides off. It's basically just like cutting the crust off, because there's a lot of spines on the edge, and just we don't want to worry about those, so we're just gonna cut it off like that. I'm just making sure to get the bigger spines as best I can, and then we'll singe the other ones off in the fire. But I think you guys get the idea. I'm going to finish this one up, do the other one, and then we'll throw them on the fire. Alright guys, so we have our two cactus pads right here. I think I got all the spikes. But if you can look really closely, you see all those little hair looking things? Those are also spikes. And if I just do that, you can notice how many just fell off. And there's still a few on there that we're going to need to burn off. But for the most part, we got everything else. Alright, so we're going to set our grate right there. And just for good measure, I'm actually going to rinse the cactuses off just to get any, you know, dirt or whatever off of them. Guys, check it out. It's starting to snow, like legit. The wind has gone away, but now we're getting some snow, which honestly, it's kind of peaceful out here. It's really cool. I don't mind it as long as it doesn't get too bad. And we got our fire raging over here. Honestly, maybe a little bit too much now, but we're gonna go ahead and put our cactuses on anyway. It'll die down. Like I said, the main thing is just to make sure we burn off all those little hairs, because we don't want to bite in and get a mouthful of spines. Let's put one right there and one right there. Boom, there we go. Cactus on the fire. It does not get much better than this. I love doing stuff like this, honestly. I love to fish. I love making fishing videos, but sometimes it's nice to change it up and just do something you've never done before. Come out here, find a cactus, build a little fire, you know, try this out. Whole lot of fun. You can hear their juices starting to sizzle inside. That's how you know they're cooking. You can almost go ahead and flip them. I'm sure they're done on that side. And we'll give them just a little bit longer. I want them a little bit more black so I know for sure that the spines are cooked off. Okay, I think we can definitely flip them. Oh yeah, nice and black. There you go. They're becoming a lot more soft and malleable. Before they were pretty tough, like I actually had to work on cutting them, but now they're a lot softer. Alright, we're gonna pull them off. There we go, there's one. They don't look super appetizing, I mean, obviously. There's the other one. Alright. Alright, so we have our cactus right here. You know, it doesn't look super great. It basically just looks like a vegan steak. I mean, that's basically what this is, right? But we're not just gonna be eating these guys plain. I did bring out here with me some Cajun seasoning and then some salt and pepper. Because, I mean, we're gonna try to make it a little bit more pleasant and add some spices. See if this will taste any better. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this guy right here, and we're just gonna cut him into 3 little strips right here. The outside is burnt, but the inside doesn't look too bad. They have a weird smell to them, like it smells kind of like a cucumber, but just like if you roasted a cucumber over a fire. Sprinkle this guy with some Cajun seasoning and some salt, just a little bit. All right. First time eating cactus. Now, I'm just worried that I didn't get all the spines off, so I'm gonna chew very slowly, like that's gonna do anything. I mean, if I miss something, I'm gonna know. Okay, so the skin's a little chewy. I spit the skin out, but the actual like flesh on the inside, definitely interesting. I don't know. All I could taste was the Cajun seasoning. It's not super pleasant, but it is food. Like, I've had worse things. The biggest thing for me is just the texture. Like, the middle is super, super mushy and soft, and then the skin, the blackened skin on the outside is really chewy. It doesn't have a burnt flavor, which is weird. I can just taste the Cajun seasoning. It's not bad enough that I'm not going to take a second bite. There's obviously way better ways to cook them. Take them home, probably boil them or something like that, and put them in a salad or something. This was like as primitive, as basic as you can get. Like if you were stranded out in the desert and legitimately didn't have any food, you could just find a little prickly pear cactus and roast it on a fire just like that. If you had to, you could definitely eat cactus. Apparently cactus is also like pretty good for you. I think it's high in like vitamin A and fiber, something like that. Well guys, snow is starting to come down a little bit more, so probably gonna wrap it up here, but we're probably not gonna finish this cactus, but it was a good experiment. I'm glad we tried it, and now we know if we're ever stranded, we know that we can eat cactus. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. If you got any suggestions or ideas, leave them in the comments below. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.